whoever like watches Marvel superheroes, they're very familiar with Iron Man, and Pepper Pot is essentially a representation of who you guys are and what you do. And obviously, she turns out to be a superhero at the end of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, with that being said, let's say there's a version of Pepper listening right now. That is your ideal avatar. That's who you're communicating with. What words of insight would you want to leave for her to help her to transition from just being a standard assistant to becoming into a superhero?
I mean, if I was talking to Pepper Potts right now, the first words out of my mouth would be thank you. um, you know, it, I'm not transitioning Pepper into a superhero. I guess let me answer it this way. If I had to take a really good executive assistant and make them into an exceptional executive assistant, it really would be around digging deeper
Mhm.
on the soft skills, because you're not considered a great executive assistant if you're screwing up calendar invites and you're sending people to the wrong place and you're booking travel all wrong. All that stuff is those boxes already been checked.
Mhm.
It's more along the lines of, if you're a good executive assistant, you're providing a service. If you're a great or exceptional executive assistant, you're providing hospitality.
Mhm.
And um and that hospitality can come in any number of forms. And the interpersonal skills that go along with that um are the thing about interpersonal skills is that um, you can hear something 1,000 times, like um, you know don't interrupt someone when they're talking, you know? Um, and it's such an easy change to make, but sometimes it takes you 1,000 times to quiet your inner voice, quiet your nerves, and be comfortable in the silence,
Mhm.
and not interrupt someone's train of thought. Um, and so while making the change is easy, it can also be very hard
Mhm.
at the same time. And it's those little things. Like, I'm trying to think of an example. I mean, just so you know, and everybody listening, I mean, I still work 2 clients. I still have 2 clients, and I've been with them for 5 years, since inception of the business, and they're wonderful. And but it's I try and provide high touch hospitality to them all the time. And and so in terms, well, there's a video on our website where we talk about high touch hospitality. And an easy example is, this couple goes into a restaurant, and whenever they go in there a lot, so people know them, the waiters know them. Whenever there's a bone-in fillet, the mister always orders the bone-in fillet and loves it, raves about it, sends people there. Fantastic. Um, if a server saw, or let's say the host says, okay, Mr. Smith's coming in today, and then, oh, we have a bone-in fillet, but he's not coming in until 8 tonight. We're probably going to be run out by then. He'll go into the back, take a bone-in fillet, tell the chef, hold this for Mr. Smith. I will tell you when he arrives. And that is taking something that you have detailed information about, and then transferring that into elevating the service you have to hospitality.
Mhm.
And executive assistants have all of that information,
Mhm.
and we gather it over time. And we don't charge by the hour pro assisting. And the main reason is because all of the legacy knowledge, personal, business, family, community, that we gather, there's value in us holding that information. And if we can hold all that information, and something comes across our desk, and something out of that information pops up, and we say, whoa, 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 this isn't work. This isn't going to work. I know this isn't going to work. She's not going to want to do this, or we need to change this. And if you can do it even without the principal knowing, and still take joy in the fact of how you did that, without getting the praise because the principal doesn't know.
Mm,
I mean, that internal um, that internal pat on the back, if you will, is really important. And so when you're leveling up to that game and you don't need praise, but you are trying to take all information you have, just like Pepper, you know, she knows all. And so and she's guiding the pieces on the chessboard based on that information. And the thing is, there's huge value in that, huge. And I don't think a lot of people recognize that um,
mhm.
when they're talking dollars or hours.